Well, hi folks, lovely sunny day now, so I thought I'd get my potatoes planted into the pots. I'm doing them at home and then I'm going to cart them up to the plot in the back of the Land Rover because it saves me carting the compost over in the pots, and then doing it up there I can do it while the weather's nice here and then just do it steady away. So as usual, I've got my 30 litre pots, the idea being that the roots grow through the bottom and into the soil below where you plant your pots. That'll give you a better yield. And if you can see what I've done this year, I've drilled some more holes in the bottom to not only aid the drainage but to give the roots more chance to grow through the holes and therefore get a better crop. So 30 litre pots, couldn't be easier. The fertilizer I'm using is blood, fish and bone. I'm going to put 4 ounces in each pot, which just happens to be a little cap full like that, so that's 4 ounces per pot. And the compost is just bog standard multi-purpose compost, nothing fancy whatsoever. I'll just try and turn this down a bit. Right, so my potatoes this year are actually I'm growing some Sarpos, some Nicola First Earlies and some Blue Danube. These are my Sarpos that actually I kept myself from last year. Because they're so dormant, they didn't sprout, so I kept my own seed. They're not the biggest, but they should be alright. And as you can see, they've got some nice sprouts on now, so they're ideal for planting. And I'll just be putting 2 of these in each pot, and 3 of the first earlies in a pot. So it's hard to see, it's that sunny. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to fill this pot half full with the compost. So just basic compost, they don't need anything fancy at all. So that's half full. So to that I'm just going to add half of the blood, fish and bone, 2 ounces of that, give it a good mix up. So then with the potatoes, what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant these so they're about 2 inches from the bottom of the pot. Don't know whether you can see, so I'm just going to push them into this compost so they're nearly touching the bottom, to either side of the pot. So like I said, so they're about 2 or 3 inches from the bottom, and then simply just almost top the pot up. What I used to do is top the pot up as the plant grew, because that was the general thinking. But it could be quite a faff if you're doing it all sort of early summer, and once the leaves started growing it got a bit tricky sometimes. So what I found now is if you actually top the pot up to the top as soon as you plant them, you don't get any different results. You get the same crop, and it's a lot easier than doing it like I said, as the plant grows. So I'll just put another 2 ounces in there, give it a good mix up. So that's that planted. I can top it up a little bit obviously now later on, but that's it, good to go. So I've got plenty of those to do, so then I'll show you how I plant them, how I'll plant these out up at the plot in the soil. That's the most important thing really, I think. That's what gets you a better crop than just growing them on concrete like this. So it's all about getting your soil ready so the roots can get some more nutrients. So we'll nip up to the plot when I get these up and I'll show you how we finally plant them out. Right then folks, time to get the old spuds to the allotment. As you can see, access is really good. Pop up mank there, so we'll just park her up and get them out. Alright then folks, got the old pots over now. It's a bit dark tonight actually, so you might not see, but if you look, I've made some shallow drills about 2 or 3 inches deep in the bed where I'm going to plant them. So what I'll do now is just place these pots on the soil and then earth up the soil around them. So I'll just show you that. Alright then, we'll just plant these pots in the rows now. Get them as level as possible. And get them flat. Like I said, that's why you get such a good crop with these in pots rather than just growing them on, on like a patio, because the roots get through to the soil below, so they get the benefit of what's in the pot and also what's what's beneath. So like I said, all I'm going to do now is just earth the soil back up, so it's about 2 inches above the bottom of the pots. So then any of the drainage holes now, they're all covered by soil. So the roots, when they get to the bottom and start growing, they'll just grow straight through and into the soil beneath. And hopefully we'll get another decent crop. Like I said, you don't have to grow them in the soil. I mean, you don't have to grow them in pots at all. It's not the way most people do it, but it's just the way I do it. I find I could probably get £10 out of each of these pots, so in about 4 square yards, 15 pots, nearly £150 of potatoes. So it's the way I do it, folks. So that's it. I've got the rest to go in, but it's all the same procedure, just earthing them up and sticking them in, and Bob's your uncle. That's about it, folks. This is how I plant my potatoes in pots. See you later.